Hi everyone, so we're gonna study the equation of the line. Before we have this one, let's recall the standard form of an equation of a line. It's very important that you know the standard form of an equation of a line. So it is given by ax plus by is equal to c. So here's your standard form of an equation of a line. Let's have an example. We have 3x plus 2y. Wait, 2y is equal to 1. So this equation is in standard form. What about this one? The slope-intercept form of an equation of a line. So this is given by y is equal to mx plus b. So how do we get this one? Maybe I'll explain it later. So if we're going to turn 3x plus 2y is equal to 1, in this form, or slope-intercept form, it will look like this one. Let's have a scratch paper here. Scratch paper natin ta. So we have here 3x plus 2y is equal to 1. So to make it like this in this form, to turn it into this form, ihiwalay natin si y. So you'll have 2y is equal to 3x, lipat mo sa kabila, this will become positive, will become negative 3x. And then copy your positive 1. Okay, so magkamukha na ba sila? Kind of, but you need to divide both sides by 2. Okay? Why? To eliminate the leading coefficient for your y. Okay? Para y lang matira dyan. And then we will have, you can cancel out this 2. You'll have y is equal to negative 3 over 2x plus 1/2. And this is already the slope-intercept form of this equation. What is the beauty of slope-intercept form? Bakit pa siya kailangan i-turn sa ganyan? Parehas lang naman sila ng value. So in slope-intercept form, you can see already the slope of the line as well as the y-intercept. That's why called a slope-intercept form. By the way, here's your slope. Ito yung slope mo, yung represented by m, while your b is the y-intercept. We're gonna draw a Cartesian plane here. When you say y-intercept, it is the value of your y when your x is equal to 0. Okay, value of your x if your the value of your y if your x is equal to 0. So that will be 1/2. If we locate it here in our Cartesian plane, it is somehow here. Between 0 and 1. So here it is. This is the y-intercept of your line. Next. What is the slope and y-intercept of the line whose equation is y is equal to negative 1/2 x plus 5 and y is equal to x minus 8. For this one, since these equations are in slope-intercept form, again, slope-intercept form is given by y is equal to mx plus b. Since it is already in that form, it is easy for you to identify which are the slope and which are the y-intercept. Right? So for this first example, your slope is negative 1/2. Ayun siya. Nasa unahan ng x. Do not forget to include the sign of it. Okay? So it will identify kung ano itsura ng graph mo. Whether it rises from left to right or it falls from left to right. While your y-intercept, ito siya, your b, so positive 5, just 5. Okay? So, this is correct already. Next, for the second example, so identifying the slope of this one, even if there's no leading coefficient here, before x, that is simply 1. Okay? It's just that we do not write anymore, right? If the leading coefficient of a variable is 1, no need for it. But still may 1 pa rin dyan, invisible 1. For your y-intercept, ano yung value ni b mo? We have negative 8. Again, do not forget to include your sign. Next, example number 2. What is the slope and y-intercept of the line whose equation is 3x minus 4y is equal to negative 6 and x plus 5y is equal to negative 10? Since it is not in this form, what do we need to do is we transform this equation into slope-intercept form. Okay, let me have color green. So 3x, let me write it here. 3x minus 4y is equal to negative 6. Again, you separate your y. Okay. Sanay yung mag-isa. Is equal to, since ganitong form, no? Lipat natin si 3x, magiging negative 3x. And then copy yung negative 6 or minus 6. Divide both sides by 4. Or sorry, negative 4, since negative 4 to, no? Para matanggalan ng leading coefficient si y. So, we'll have y is equal to negative 3 over negative 4, that is 3/4. Okay, cancel my negative. 3/4 x minus 6 over, or negative 6 over negative 4, that will be plus 3 over 2, right? Is this a final answer? Not yet, because the question is this. What is the slope and y-intercept of the line? So your slope will be, here, looking here, we have 3/4. Well, for your y-intercept, we will have positive 3 over 2. Okay. Is that the final answer? Yes. Because you already answered the question. Yun naman yung tanong. Another. Let's have this one. Let's turn x plus 5y is equal to negative 10 into this slope-intercept form. We will have 5y, hiwalay mo yan kay x, is equal to, si positive, lipat mo sa kabila, this will become negative x. Copy negative 10 here. Okay, next, divide both sides by 5, each term. Okay, then you'll have, cancel this, you'll have y is equal to negative x or negative 1 over 5 x minus 10 over 5, that will be 2. Okay, final answer natin yan? Hindi pa nga. Kunin mo yung slope and kunin mo yung y-intercept. So for the slope, you'll have negative 1 over 5, right? It's here. For your y-intercept, you have negative 2. Is this the final answer? Yes, this is already your final answer. So good job for this one. Before we proceed, here's another recall of your slope of a line. Okay? So slope is equal to rise over run, which is also equal to change in y over change in x, wherein it's also equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Rise over run. Well, this form, y is equal to mx plus b, is the slope-intercept form. Talking about the slope of different types of line, for horizontal line, we have this graph, and this is equal to 0. Simply because the rise of it, since constant lang siya dyan, wala siyang steepness, that is 0, over infinity. Since this line extends in both directions, so infinity. 0 divided by any number is 0. Thus, the slope of horizontal line is 0. While for vertical line, look at here, nakatayo. So, rise of it, infinite over 0. Since it doesn't run, diretso lang siya. Thus, this will be undefined. Why? Because any number divided by 0, kahit infinity ko, still the answer will be undefined. Last, number 5. How do you call, or what is the slope of the line that falls from left to right? It looks like this one. Falls from left to right, that is a negative slope. If the line rises from left to right, it is a positive slope. Paakyat siya. Yung isa pababa, negative. Yung isa paakyat, positive.